We have yearbook heroes here at Treering as well, and Chris is one of our yearbook heroes, and I'll tell you why after we hear from him.
Hi, Treering. This is Billy.
And I'm Chris.
We're coming to you from Hemet, California to show you how we tell our students how to get the best deal of the year on their Treering yearbook. All right, since about 90% of our students come to registration, one of the first things they get is the Treering flyer. We make sure that they get that at the beginning, so no matter how long registration takes, they have the entire time holding that flyer, thinking about how to get the best deal of the year and get 2 custom pages.
While parents and families are walking our mall, we make sure to have plenty of advertisements posted up along the walls and on the ground, including our Treering long signs. Our students also utilize leftover and unused lawn signs from previous years to write custom messages. You can never underestimate the value of signage. The more out there, the more they'll see.
Pre-registration, there's like a choke point where parents are standing in line waiting.
That's exactly where we put our yearbook table with all the information to purchase this year's yearbook.
We also put examples of prior year's yearbooks out, and that way while parents are bored, they can grab one of these yearbooks, take a look at our past work, and just understand, the kind of thing that they're going to be buying for their kids to remember their year by. While families are standing in line waiting to pay for their PE clothes and ASB cards, we have students out here with clipboards asking families if they have any questions or they need any help filling out their form. Next.
While families are in our student store getting ready to purchase their apparel and needs for the school year, we make sure that we have digital signage on our marquee that discusses the opportunities you have when you purchase a Treering yearbook early.
We find that during school registration, when you have 90% of your students here looking at the school with eager eyes, that's the best time to make those initial contacts and explain to them that the yearbook is the way to remember the year.
After registration, we continue to send out information to our students, reminding them of the early discounts when you buy before October, and remind them to start their custom pages early.
All right. That's how we do it here at West Valley High School. Bye.
All right. Well, thanks, Chris and Billy. I hope everyone could hear that. They did a phenomenal job, and I want to go through and talk about a couple things that they did. I've been saying, and I always say it, when you're focusing on marketing and you're focused on selling your books, I think it's important to just focus on a few different channels. You don't have to go overboard. You don't have to do everything. We always say if you're marketing to everyone, you're marketing to no one. So I think Chris and Billy did a really great job at knowing their school and using the best channels for their school. So here are kind of 4 things on what they did to make their yearbook successful. Number 1, their flyers. We know that flyers work. I know it's old school and some of us are like, flyers, really? Well, they work. They really do. And here at Treering, we offer free flyers for every school. So please don't go and print out flyers. Just go ahead and print out your free flyers. Cassie told a story about someone who had spent $400 making their own flyers. You don't need to do that. You can use your free flyers when you go into the promote tab in your Treering dashboard. So that was a really good thing that they did. And they started early, right? So this is always something and it's always changing. You can do these things in the beginning of the year, at the end of the year. All of these marketing tactics are good all year long, but it's really great that they started out right at the beginning of the school year. So another thing they did besides flyers, number 2, they did posters, a lot of signage. They focused on signage. So they knew that that's where the kids would get excited, they'd get hyped up. So they made sure that all around their campus at their high school that they had yearbook posters. They also did yearbook yard signs, which we offer now on our Treering website. If you go up, we have a whole new array of products. If you go into your Treering dashboard and you toggle at the very right, you toggle from your editor to your personal, you can see all of our new cool products that we have. We just launched our holiday collection and we're doing that exclusive for you because we want you all to be the first to see it and have the first chance to buy totally brand new, unique gifts for your friends and family. Nobody else will have them. So do that and then buy your yearbook yard sign. You can take your QR code from your promote tab and add it to your yard sign. You can also add that QR code to any posters you might create and your flyers. So that was really great. And then they did their digital signage. I don't know if that's available to you, depending where you're at. They're high school, so they probably have a lot more digital signage. I did notice it was right under the Dippin' Dots. So that was a really good location to have a sign. Pick a great location. If you don't have a digital sign, that's okay. Pick a great location at your school. Maybe it's the front door. Maybe it's if you're at an elementary school, it's where the parents sign out if they have a child leaving or coming late. So pick a high traffic area and put your yearbook flyer or sign, just put it right there. So they really focused on the signage and they thought about where all of their audience would be. And I think that that was a really good thing for them. Then for their third thing that I think they did really well is that they focused on events. They looked at the school events. So they probably created a yearbook calendar of school events. And they said that registration is by far the best time for them to promote the yearbook. And that is really great. They said there was a choke point. They knew exactly where they were going to get the most people in one spot. And then they had people walking around talking about the yearbook while they're at registration. I would say it's like a captive audience. So utilize that. And I think coming up, even at our school alone, we have so many events for the fall. There's a PTA meeting tonight, actually, where it's a great time to talk about the yearbook. Just, tell people you don't have to be fancy. You can tell people it's 10% off. You can create a small flyer, bring that to a PTA meeting. We have a Fall Fest coming up on October 25th where all the kids attend. It's really fun. I'm definitely going to put yearbook flyers all over the place there to make sure that when the kids are taking their fun photo or eating their taffy apple, they see the yearbook. And I'm going to be taking pictures at this Fall Fest. So I signed up to be the person taking pictures, and I'll tell the kids, hey, guess what? These pictures are going to be in the yearbook. So it gets them excited, it hypes the yearbook, and it keeps the yearbook top of mind. And I think the fourth thing that they really did was they sent out information. They said that they emailed out the discount. So whatever channel that their school uses, I think it was probably an email, or maybe they have a Schoology or some kind of app where they communicate. They said they did all these things and that they sent out the information for their school. So everybody got that information and everyone's on the same page. So I think doing those four things, it sounds like a lot, but really, if you just condense it, and you don't have to do everything, think about one thing that you can do this week to really set your yearbook program off on the right foot. Think about two things that you can do before the end of the semester, before Christmas break. And then think about three things that you can do. When you're looking ahead to different events that you can go to and thinking about, well, okay, I've got fall, that's great. What can I do for the rest of the year? There's always something where you can keep promoting the yearbook. So in the winter, if you have a winter carnival, think about having something there. If you have like a musical, you can always take little papers for the yearbook. So there's definitely ways to promote your yearbook program all year long if you want to. And we made it easier. And I do want to say, I saw in that video, they had some really cool shirts and it looked like it was their team shirts. And if you've been on, you know that Treering now, this is one of our favorite designs here. This is my book fair shirt. I volunteer for the book fair, and that's about it at school nowadays. I was a two-time PTA president, but we have in our product line, we have all sorts of different t-shirts. And I saw that they had the West Valley yearbook team. So you can make those t-shirts for your own team. We have an option where you can create your own, or we have several options now where it says like yearbook squad. the yearbook team. So while you're there at the school taking pictures, you can be wearing a t-shirt that says exactly where you're there and what you're doing. And you can buy them for the rest of your team too. That would be something fun. That might get people on your team, use it as like incentive to join the yearbook team.
You got me loser, set me free.